This girl and her wealthy new fiancé were pulling up to the grand opening of a five-star restaurant when the girl noticed a young man in a vest parking an old sedan nearby. She squinted her eyes, stepped out of the passenger seat, and walked right up to him. "Wait a second, David, is that actually you? I remember you were always the kid with the hole in his sneakers back in college. And now look at you, 5 years later, and you are working here as a valet parker?" She covered her mouth and laughed mockingly. The young man wiped his hands on a rag, looked up with a polite smile, and said, "Hello, Jessica. It has been a long time. Yes, I am working today. Is there anything I can help you folks with?" "Help us?" Jessica scoffed loudly, attracting the attention of people nearby. "I don't think you can afford to even breathe the same air as us. We are here for the VIP tasting menu." Her fiancé adjusted his expensive tie, looked at David with disgust, and sneered, "Babe, why are you talking to the help? He's clearly desperate for a tip. Let's just go inside before the smell of poverty sticks to my suit." As they turned to walk toward the entrance, they suddenly froze. Right next to the fountain sat a custom-made, gold-wrapped helicopter. It was absolutely breathtaking. "Oh my God, babe, look at that!" Jessica screamed in excitement. "That must belong to the owner of this entire franchise. It is absolutely my dream to ride in one of these. Come on, take a picture of me posing next to it for my Instagram." She started leaning against the helicopter, posing and pouting for the camera. Suddenly, the same poor classmate walked calmly toward the helicopter. Jessica's face twisted in anger. "Hey, what do you think you are doing? Get away from here. Do you want to ruin my aesthetic with your cheap valet vest?" "Okay," came the classmate's calm reply. "Are you trying to chase me away from my own vehicle so you can pretend to live a life you do and have?" She frowned deeply. "You must be hallucinating from the fumes, right? How could a broke valet parker like you afford a helicopter worth $3 million? "Let's see who is hallucinating," the young man replied. He pulled a remote from his pocket, pressed a button, and the helicopter's rotors began to spin slowly as the lights flashed on. He smiled and said, "I enjoy parking cars because it keeps me humble, but I don't need the tips. This restaurant, the hotel next door, and the aviation company that built this chopper, I own them all." The girl's phone slipped from her hand and shattered on the ground as her jaw dropped wide open.